Hey there, Galen back today with a special stream. I wanted to show you guys Splintered. I ran across this on Twitter or X, depending on whatever you want to call it. And I was like, that's very Dragon Warriors. Of course, then so I see somebody's commenting on it. It's like, this is very Dragon Warriors. We're talking NES day. I'm like, okay. So I watched it a little bit, and it's like, okay, this is very cool. It actually has a randomizer built in. You have your normal story, your normal world or whatever, you do all that, but after finishing that chapter, it gives you the option of playing it with the randomizer, which is actually a really fun spin take on it. Well, one of the reasons that this actually struck home to me, Dragon Warrior, aka Dragon Quest 1, was my very first RPG. It is actually what got me into the RPG genre. My mom had, I'd had my Nintendo for a little while. My mom, for Christmas, had got me a year subscription to Nintendo Power at the time. Woohoo! Remember that magazine? But doing the year subscription got you the Dragon Warrior game for free. And she had rented me Dragon Warrior beforehand to see if I'd like it. So, yeah, there's that. What's really cool, too, is there's also a group out there doing it with Final Fantasy. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet on it. There's like a Final Fantasy 1 type RPG things going out there. I don't know about any randomizer or anything, but still, they're making it old school style. Now they need to have a Phantasy Star from the Sega. If they do that, the trilogy of RPGs that started the whole ensemble of digital RPGs will have been, given homage, which is really awesome. So this is Splintered. As you can see, it's early access. I had played a little bit. I played through the whole demo. But it was like, okay, yeah, great. The guy is asking $5 for this game. Okay. Well beyond worth it to me. So let's get this starting. As you see, greetings, quick note from the dev. Did my best to make this version of Splintered worth your while. However, still, please keep in mind that it's still in early access and not yet perfect. I'll be working hard to expand and improve the game throughout this period. Your feedback is an invaluable part of this process, so please share your thoughts on the Discord, link in the Steam page. Over the course of early access, be sure to check in every now and then to see what's new. Thank you very so much for playing, Richard. Well, I also contacted the person, I think it was Richard. You'll have to forgive me, I'm terrible with names, unless I've used them multiple times. Hit this button over here. It's not working for me. There we go. Go to my Twitter. I'm pretty sure it was Richard that I was talking to. Yes. Richard Mertland said, because I invited him, hey, come to the stream. I'm going to showcase this because I'm loving this. Because it feels good. It feels like the classic Dragon Warrior. I had played a little bit on here, but I went ahead and deleted it. But here's these different things. The only thing in particular I want to see added on here, for those who want it, which is not really necessary, but is full screen and then full screen windowed is how it's starting, pure and simple. Well, the catch is full screen windowed, full screen windowed are the three primary settings for most things. While we have no problem here, I can transition to my other monitors. Some games, it's not dependent on the game, it's dependent on their system and their stream software, I guess, somewhat, a little bit. I don't know. I've seen where some people are able to stream and do this flawlessly without having it in windowed mode or by having to put it in windowed mode versus the other, but yeah. This is something I really like. You can change what you want your floor tiles to look like. Okay? If it allows me to go down. Okay, you have to do it by. So, this is like retro Dragon Warrior look right there. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I think I'm going to go classic red this time. These things don't bother me. This, if you know somebody who has seizures or you have seizures yourself, my suggestion, boop, turn it up. I turn the music up. The actual default settings on these, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, shall we? All right, chapter 1. It's only got 2 different appearances. I'm hoping down the road there's some mild customization allowed here, just changing the color of my outfit, change the color of my hair. That's all I'm asking for. I like the character design. There's the uniqueness of it. I was never one to be like, oh, I gotta change my whole character. If it's designed a certain way, just simple colors is nice. All right, let's go. Oh, by the way, I'm playing with a controller. I can absolutely play this with a controller. Yes. All right, I am going classic warrior style, okay? This allows you to pretty much choose how you want to do. You know, if you want dexterity and strength, that way it can be rogue or fighter type. Health and magic points, there you're a high health magic caster. You know, however you build this. Oh, the red background. Ooh, I hadn't done that one yet. That looks nice. As you see, it's just the classic Dragon Warrior start kind of thing, which is fun. Your uncles betrayed us. Yep. Damn uncles. The king is dead. Well, you know, we don't need a monarch, right? And this actually has a few really interesting things into it that adds to the mundane. While I haven't done anything more than chapter 1, I'm hoping the different chapters also might showcase some extra creatures. I'm not sure if they do or not, but it would be kind of cool, not gonna lie. But I love this, man. It feels classic, it feels the original, but with some of the minor upgrades. I don't have to open up the menu and be like, use key. I do love that. What's kind of cool is this popping out, and then Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 are having their polish overs and are going to be released on Steam eventually. Dragon Warrior 3 just got its makeover. So that's kind of cool. So I'm thinking we'll expect all the Dragon Warriors here. I mean, I could have exited up there, but I'm giving you the whole look around. Plenty of people you can talk to. Most of it, not really necessary. But if you want to go through the whole experience, you talk to them and do this. Oh yeah, the map thing. Blah, 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 blah. Shush, shush. I don't. You can actually look at your map. I love that. That is so cool. Zone preview. That part I didn't do. So you got the Master Hunter to enchant your map and reveal enemy locations. Oh. Well. See? Something new. But expect gameplay like the original Dragon Quest. You're going to start with some squishy gear. And then you're going to have to fight. Lots of grinding. That's what these old things were about. So we start with our dagger. Yep. And leather cuirass. Nope, we're good. And we equip them. Now mind you, look at this. There's something new. They have their own thing. As the weapons and gear level up, they bring in their own abilities. And I like that. I don't know the difference between demo and this, but when I went from normal play to the randomizer part, the randomizer kept my levels in my gear. And I was like, wait, what? Which, that would be cool if that's a thing. I wouldn't mind. Having the choice would also be good. But considering how much difference the randomizer is, it made it rough. It really, really, really did. So, it's very possible some people are going to want to go for that hardcore. And they might want to start with the basic. I love the extra screen visuals. The gold is up there. Your experience is up there. You see your gear experience up there. It's cozy. And the fact that it's got its very unique enemies. Some could use, I think, in mild fashions, visual tweaking, but at the same time, not. I like the so-called dragon ducks. It's like, okay, great. We have my friend Ice's worst nemesis right now. He has a thing with ducks. And thank Terraria for that. But, so a dragon duck is just going to make it all the worse for him. So, yeah. So there's a lot of this, back and forth, early on. Now, there's something I did forget to show. I would have to fight something new. But, I can tempt fate, but it's real easy to get squished this early. I'm also about the level. But when you kill something for the first time, it tells you. Because essentially you have a kind of bounty system, in a way. But it's a interesting, beneficial thing. Thank you for the heal spell. And it has to do with this, the talent. By killing all of those creatures, it unlocks me something. And you can have up to 2 things selected. I think that one's the experience extra by 10%, and this one's like gold by 10%, or... No. I think this one's the merchants lower their prices by 10%. You know what? I just thought of something. I didn't check that after the fact. I better do that. Okay. There we go. Had to check my OBS. Whew. Okay, great. So, just like in Dragon Warrior, your world becomes so much better the moment you get your heal spell. Because that gives you the ability to stay out and hunt a little bit longer. Excuse me. I'm going to take a bite or two of my lunch as it's beginning to get cold, because it's still delicious. Took old Chinese food from the other day, and pan-fried ramen noodles. You know, did that with some butter, water, threw in this stuff, threw in the seasoning packets, a tiny bit of sweet chili sauce. Delish. Oh yeah, and some Napa cabbage. Let's not forget that. But the only thing with the randomizer, I would like to see 2 settings in particular for the randomizer. The chaos setting, which would be how the randomizer does visually, and then the order setting, which then it would redo the world, but you see how these, I guess that's, oh shit, nope, can't fight that yet. Heavy armor. See how this swamp or water, wetlands or whatever is clustered, and then you have your clusters of trees or whatever, and then the walls of stone? That's order to me. So that's how it would redesign the world. It doesn't matter how it does it, but that way you would have your patches instead of sporadically throwing tiles here, there, and everywhere. I mean, I don't care if it's just small clusters as big as that. That way you would have a sense of comfort depending on whether you wanted the chaos or the order. Not to mention, that's 2 different ways you can play the game. Say what? You would want maybe, depending on the tile type, say the swamp tiles, the sand tiles. Those are some of the biggest tiles in some of the games that I've ever seen. You would say, randomize the tile, add in with, you know, like the swamp would be the stone to border it off. Border it off with the stone wall, randomize within a, 15 by 15 location, and you would make like 3 or 4 different grids of that. So it would be like 15 by 15 or 15 by 20, 20 by 10, and that would be the tile sets that could do that, and it would map it its own thing there. And that would be the order version of the randomizer. it would still place them randomly throughout the world and build the world in weird ways, placing the towns, the tunnels, the bosses, all that stuff. But you would have a semblance of a recreated world as opposed to the world just got thrown into a snow globe and shook the hell up. Even though, like I said, that one is as challenging just the same, which is pretty cool. All right. 3. All right. Hold on. Where's my money? Okay. Let's go ahead and squeeze off some sleepses. Yep. $6. Pass out. All right. So, my goal is to get specific equipment so I can go and grind and get other specific equipment, such as how Dragon Warrior works. So, I'm wanting to get the buckler. Okay. I do like this. Thank you, Dev, for that. So that way, if you feel like playing a monk, you can do monk. I like that. Because I like fisticuffs. What can I say? And I absolutely hope, if this goes off well, you do like a Dragon Quest II version where you can have up to like 3 party members. That would be tight. Well, I mean, just like Dragon Quest, you'd have to go fetch them. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here, I think. Ow. Yeah, he'll kick my ass. This might be risky. I do love the fact of the rain. Alright, might be able to hurt this one. 2? Yeah, no, I'm not ready for here. Oh. Oh. Okay, I didn't see that it silenced me. That's another one I can't hurt yet. This is the one I would slightly tweak, is the plants. Visually, it's needing something. I mean, the head is fine. The body-wise, I don't know, something that kind of looks like horns or something that makes it seem like it's entity instead of just some random flower that slaps you. Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. But other than that, I like all the other designs that I've run across. Because, I mean, walking along and seeing a flower thing, I'd be like, uh-huh, okay. I'm going to go get a goat from town, and the goat can just eat that damn thing. See? That's why. Anyway, yeah, okay. So there we go. A Demigorgon. So I heard the ding, but I looked on screen, and I can't see the thing. And that's the difference between full screen and windowed full screen. My overlay will not come on this with full screen. It doesn't do it with Vintage Story either. I have to run it windowed, which I need to contact the Vintage Story devs and ask for a windowed full screen. That's one of the reasons to do it. It's for the Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers and stuff like that. That's the primary thing behind it. Let's see if I can poke this guy. Yay! Now watch. Oh, dagger gun. Yay. Okay. Hooray. Got both of those up. But you successfully slain your first rock root. Okay. So. I got opening strike. So I have a critical chance on the very first swing. And then I have increased gold gain when defeating an enemy in 1 turn, which is kind of nice early on. The leather armor may be a weaker one, but it's these things. They're pretty much gold early on for the grind. They are good to have. You know, it'd be kind of cool if I don't know what he's got in there, but the occasional lightning strike would be kind of neat. Nothing special, just little, here's that. Do. Oh, I just saw that. That was an autosave. Very cool. Let me put some more noodles in my face as they congeal into one single mass. Still semi-warm. Yum. $60. I think that's enough for the accessory I want. Question is, what's my luck? Can I get there? I think that's enough for the accessory. I can't remember. It's been a while. No, I need 90. Because that one's pretty nice. Increased strength, which is what my build is about. And then when I unlock that, which 2000 is a lot to level up, that's still worth it. But combination with this, increased healing from the spells, heal myself, next turn I add magic damage to it, and that one where I can over heal myself in the middle of combat. Kind of nice, not gonna lie. And I like the fact that the claymore is designed like a claymore. I can two-hand it if I want to. If I choose to take off the shield, it grants more power. But I like my shield. I like the fact that when guys hit me, they get hit back. So, yeah. It does have the classic Dragon Warrior equipment stack system. Damn. Yeah, I'm out. See ya. So, items do not stack in your inventory more than 9. Unlike the original Dragon Warrior or the like, there is no selling your equipment. But there's a good reason behind that. Maybe you want to switch builds. Bolt spell! That alone will change my game right now. Okay, that's fine. Much better. Let's come over here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yay! I killed a shimmer. And there's my first one. See, now I can put up a fight. A little bit, anyway. Now, I want to find out if the stat gain, when you level up, is still randomizer. Because the classic ones, like Dragon Warrior, sometimes I started with 10 hit points, sometimes I started with 14 hit points. This one, I've started with 18, pure and simple, with this current build. But how the level ups would go were not always the same. Oh, you jerkface. Okay, yeah, nope, I'm out. Yeah, time to go rest up. But there was some variation in your levels. So your playthrough was a little different when it comes to your character's strength. All the time. My question is that here too, when it comes to your hit point, strength, and all these different gains? Or are they designed off of the 2 points that you choose to build off of at the beginning? Die! Hey, I'm at 90. I go get my thingies and... I do like the fact that, unlike the original Dragon Warrior, you actually got a micro visual effect. That's kind of nice. I like that. I mean, back in the day, you just imagine whatever the hell that was. Originally, they weren't Fireball or whatever. The first spell was called Hurt. The powerful version of it was called Hurt More. Yeah. Like there was Heal and Heal More. Like, okay. They have since changed, of course. Hey. Because, yeah, those guys put out a little bit more money. one more level, and I should be able to fight over there a little bit better, since I'll have enough magic. But that means I'll be camping by there, and that inn over there costs a bit more. I think it's like 18? Maybe a little bit more? I don't remember. So I will chew through my magic a little more costly, I should say. Alright, come on, get me my one more level, then I'll heal up and go. Just like that. Okay. Sleep spell. I actually haven't used it this yet. 3-step strike. I remember that one. Alright, what was 3-step strike? Every third turn your attack has a 100% critical chance. That is awesome. See, early on, that's what some people would consider an OP move. At the same time, it actually balances out, from what I know. It's just a dagger. But crits ignore defense. Mostly. Yay! Alright. We can do this. We got this, right? I don't remember what piece we want first. Probably the shield, which will be 200 bucks. Alright. Slap. About to grab myself another bite. Ow! We traded 8 for 8. Love it. Yum yum. But the shield, I've had more than a few enemies destroy themselves on my shield. And I like it. And it's a simple retaliation damage. It's based off your defense stuff. Oh yes. Nuke, you son of a Parker Nugan. Because this is a strong one. This is the tier 2. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's right. Damn. Critical hit. That was by the seat of my pants. Ooh. And that's one of the reasons that dagger comes in a pinch. Aha, that's the one I wanted to be fighting, not the other one. So all of them can silence me. Interesting. See? I just got ambitious. Oop. Oop. And now I can get 10% increased experience when killing. Yay! So, slightly leveling faster. Let's go ahead and heal up. We'll start with a... Okay, we'll just start with a murder it. Got it. Let's go ahead and go check my value to make sure I am correct or not. Next shield is 500. Okay, nope, it's the Blessed Harbor. Yeah. Halberg, I think it's pronounced. So... Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and save for that. Because, you know, get my armor and be able to smite people here and there with a dagger. That makes me think D&D. If you do multi-class, a monk and a paladin, because they use his fist to smite, and also down the road, monk specialization, you can throw elemental stuff into your fist. So you could elemental smite. That'd be something. Alright, see, my leather armor is maxed out. Woohoo! Moonlight. There's a nice one right there. Perception. What was that one again? Chance of reduces the chance of getting ambushed. Yeah, that's a life save right there. Might think about saving for the shield instead then. I mean, there's the buckler over there I could probably go ahead and snatch up right now. But I never did things the easy way. I've actually started Dragon Warrior, bought the bamboo stick instead of the club, and a shield or the piece of armor. And then I did not purchase a new weapon until I got the axe. And that was a substantial attack difference. I played Dragon Warrior so many different ways. It was crazy. Of course, we got this wonderful auto mod thing. Let me hear. He attacked that person because, oh man, they got suspended and deactivated that fast. Woo! Their Twitch is getting better. They're catching them as some bitches. Those best viewer bots. Because I clicked on it. It says account suspended already. I'm wondering if they hit me and a few others at the same time. God knows, might have hit Wade first. Or simultaneously. Alright. Of course, I could switch to the Claymore. I mean, the crit chance is nice. Don't get me wrong. Especially considering it's like, ha 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 ha, I see your defense and I ignore it kind of technique. But, like I said, leveling up all the equipment, to me, is still a smart choice if you want to do another playthrough. Like, I don't mind leveling up the rogue stuff. Rogues, monks, warriors are my preferred playthroughs. Or ranger types. I know on the devs tweet and some of the devlog stuff, plans on adding more classes in the future, which is hell yes. I don't know if we unlock more or if it's just going to be initial startup types. We'll just have to wait and see. I think it'll be kind of cool. Wouldn't mind seeing some kind of berserker, barbarian type, axes. Then you get your range type, so, bows, crossbows. Some spear type. I mean, if you go Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest style, spear type could also be priest. Alright, let's put some more food in my face. It is fast approaching cold. That's the thing about Chinese food, though. Just like, pizza. Cold is always palatable. Unless you're one of those that has a sensory problem. Which, then I understand. 365. Let's go ahead and use our last one. Hey, good call. Crunch. And there's another question. Does the equipment ever affect your stat level up, or is it purely the stat build part? I want to know that one. This way, things like that will help people tweak their designs more preferably. In some games, your equipment does affect your stat gain when it comes to level up. So I'm using dex items. So the fact of me using the dex items might get me an extra point or two at a level up would make sense. But then again, we're also playing a classic type. So I don't know if that would be something they'd throw in. That could also be one of those toggle things. Maybe play the game at a harder difficulty but by adding a harder difficulty, then it would add those extra stat gains. I don't know. It's an idea. All right, let's go ahead and go over there and do a cheap heal. I'm not going to pay for that one right now. Oh, he ran away. That one didn't get a chance to run away. Ran by and cut that sucker in half. And something else that's kind of cool, while it is different in design, it is got a similar touch. The castle to the north, the cave to the east, that's in itself almost paying a homage to Dragon Warrior, the original. Because your starting castle, your end castle is literally within sight across the water. But there's no water transversal other than bridges. So there's that. And there is a cave system that goes back and forth relatively to the southeast, but you have to do some little roundabout stuff. But still, I like that because it gives that same start-off feel that, ooh, there's something special over there. Maybe that's the last boss for this or whatever, you know? So, I like that. Now, my idea is to play this for about 2 hours. I might go 3, depending. If the dev hasn't shown up to the stream by 2 hours, I do want to go ahead and try to give it an extra hour. Because I'd really like to ask them questions. I want to see where they're going with this. You know what? I should be able to hurt that thing by now. Plus, there's the crit. And why am I fighting the cheap zone? Get back to the heavy seats. Well, heavier seats. And since I played through the demo, I know the original locations for a few things here. So, I'm about to get my cat shield. And anything that hits me is going to get slapped back. I love it. Seriously, considering the difference, start with a strength and a dex build, and just going heavy armor, dex weapon. Because, look at that. That dagger is the beast. Hold on, that's my shield. As soon as you're able to afford something, if you are strong enough to keep fighting, get it. So you start leveling it right away. Nope, we're good. And that'll be a huge, huge defense boost. Dude, get out of my way. Oh yeah, does he have the push? He does have the push. Great. Thank you, Dev. So many games, the characters will just nonsensically walk right in front of you and lock you in place. Kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. But Dragon Warrior, Final Fantasy, the originals, if you pushed against the guys, they would quickly take their next step. They would push, essentially. And I thought that was awesome. It didn't really matter if I'm going in that way. Alright, so next is the armor, which is $200. And no, I don't dare cross that bridge. I might run across one of the golem types in this. I think they're constructs. That thing would pimp slap me right now unless every one of my strikes was a crit. Well, I am annihilating things so far, so that's what's you know, making me more cautious about it, because the moment I cross that bridge, my crits would stop. That's the fate of RPGs. Oh, I got this. And you get reliant on it. And then your ego takes over. And you're like, nah, I don't need to be safe. And then you just mosey along and get your face stomped. And you're like, oops. Get back here. Do 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 do. But yeah, I'm really wondering if, when it comes to the chapters, if your equipment stays leveled in the full game as well when you go to the randomizer. I really, 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 really do hope so. And also, it needs to be a choice for those who want to play it at a more difficult. I heard a clink for a second, and I heard a clink again. Like somebody's posting something, but I'm not getting anything. Let me... Oh, I was disconnected, and then I rejoined. Got it. And boop. I hate when that happens. You. Haha, see? Isn't it wonderful? He's like, I'm gonna hit you. It's like, yeah, well, have fun. I don't know if you're shield bashing or if there's a spike on your shield. Use your own imagination, I guess. Because the kite shield, that's actually a pretty effective bashing weapon. Not gonna lie. I know because I've been into medieval and SCA and reenactment stuff for a long time when it comes to, that era. I know how to shield fight. Round shields were okay, but they're more of a weapon bash versus a person bash. Kite shields were made to also, other than deflect things real well, due to their shape, it had edges and corners specifically to be able to strike people or wedge into places. They were multi-purpose. That's not their design, but that's what people are like, oh, this works, and they would start doing it. You punch with a kite shield, especially if the kite shield is designed where your hand is, your arm goes into it top to bottom. Now, not only is it a defensive thing, it is a punching weapon. Because you got this very great big blunt tip you can punch somebody with. Oh, I just realized. I got the money for my armor and I didn't switch. Alright, let's Harburg. Yep. Alright, so there's nothing else here other than the claymore that we want. So we almost have our entire build. And we need how much? 140. And then we'll start cracking with it. Yay! Alright, let's blow out some balls. Okay, not a worry about you. Alright, let me get some new lights. Oh, also leveled up. Yay! Whoa. 10 dexterity. Wow. Noodles didn't want to separate. But this also feels good as a leveling system. Feels kind of like the Dragon Warrior. You might have a level you don't get hit points. You might have a level where you get a bunch. You might have a level where you get mostly MP. It is effective, and I like that. Ha! You, sir. Been waiting for you. Murder. There we go. Another talent. Yeah, shop prices. Ta-da! We can pay cheap. We can go get our sword. See ya. And then we will mosey along. Well, get our sword. We might work up enough money to get some herb. Play more. But yeah, there's no selling equipment, which is fine. It don't hurt my feeling. Alright, we are Paladin outfitted. You dodgy bastard. But that's what my shield's for. Oh no, I missed. That's okay. You're gonna hit me and my shield will hit back. Alright, there's a cave up here, and a cave over there, and a cave a little bit everywhere. So I'm going to have a lot less crits now. One of these, I think it's this one, is the boss dude? Yeah. It's one of the boss dudes. There's a really interesting mechanic with them, and I'm going to use the mechanic as in the boss's favor. Oh. And it feels like the dagger is more accurate, and the claymore is a little bit less. I'm wondering if leveling them affects accuracy with said weapon. I feel like it would be. Much better. See, there's a cave there. And I will go ahead and mosey myself to it. As far as I know, I'm strong enough. Because I will get money and experience as I'm trudging along. As I am trudging. Shouldn't have touched me. Woohoo! Power stats. Here's something I would ask the dev for right here. Is when it does that, instead of having to go into your menu to remind you, either you can hit Y here, and it would show to the right of it, on under where the turn one is, it'd show over there what that does and remind you, or that it would just show up anyway, period. I think that would be kind of nice. I've never been a torch person, and I'll tell you why. That's just what I ended up gearing myself to do in Dragon Quest. Money. It's money. Hello. Oh yeah, right. That's the dead end. Nope. I would like to have that slight variation from Dragon Quest only in here. The battles always have some black background, which, I mean, that's what Dragon Quest had. I think the background should be based off of, alright, see, these are walls with brick flooring. So, but the entryway was like cave-like. So, entryway, cave-like, I think they should be like gray stone walls and stalagmites, stalactites in the background. If it's the stairway place where the boss is, it would be like some hidden, hideaway vault thing. So stone or walls or wood walls. Owie! That way you have a micro variation in your own uniqueness. That is a nice one. Because now, if I heal myself mid-combat, my next strike slaps. Oh! Really? What? It ignored the spell? I've never seen that one. Ooh, yeah. Let's take them down. I think that's all the items here. Was this just an item cave? I can't remember. Because I know there's another one. I think this is just an item cave. Yeah, the other one's a small cave. If I remember correctly. Alright. But, where is it? There it is. Preview. There we go. Show you the entirety of the world. But it actually blocks off where you have not had, I guess you'd say, line of sight, which is kind of cool. I like that. So you actually do have fog of war. So yeah, that makes me think of like the last living town that you can get to in Dragon Warrior, where you get the flame sword. But to do that, you got to go through Gollum. Not a Gollum, the Gollum. I'm hoping that there's an overworld or dungeon or town or the occasional time where there's the hidden item and you have to search. That'd be kind of nice. No, don't go that way. You will get slapped, pal. Okay, so there was that item, but I didn't. See ya. I didn't end up with what I thought. There we go. That thing just got stronger. Hey, there we go, Richard. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I've been talking about the game, I guess you'd say, history with RPGs, why I got attracted to this the first way, and we can just start all that over. My very first RPG was Dragon Warrior. So, naturally, when I saw this, and then I saw how the play was, and the fact that it adds a randomizer in after the fact, if you want to, that was pretty cool. There's plenty of things I want to ask you, ideas for your ideas for the future and whatnot. But I'm enjoying this. A couple micro suggestions myself that I would ask for is like the character. I'm fine with the physical design and how you can choose like the hair type. So if you want to, I guess you would say classify as quote unquote male or female. But just being able to change the outfit color or the hair color might be pretty cool. Just suggestion, just like you do the tile sets. I think that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, no. I played Dragon Warrior for the first time. My mom rented it because she was testing out to see if I'd like the game because she paid for a year's subscription of Nintendo Power at the time, and that got me Dragon Warrior for free, and that was my Christmas present. It was just like, that was awesome, and it introduced me into the world of RPGs. I was saying earlier too, there's one out there right now, there's somebody else out there like you, they're making one that's kind of Final Fantasy-like. It looks like 4 different characters. I don't know how the opening stuff is, I have to find it again. I only saw it in passing, and then I lost the page. But it's like, that's cool. So there's Dragon Warrior, there's Final Fantasy, and then if you go to the Sega system, Phantasy Star. Those are the trilogy of RPGs that just revolutionized the RPGs as they are today. And I love that. So, this mob right here is one of my questions. Do you plan on keeping this design, or do you plan on tweaking it some? Because this is the only one that I'm kind of about. I'm guessing maybe it's the squares that are putting me off. The high squares. It feels like it's hiding the entity. But other than that, I mean, the flower, there's nothing wrong with the flower. It just feels like something is off there and could be tweaked to make it feel I'm not just passing a flower and it's trying to slap me. Still love the uniqueness of the design of all the mobs and all that stuff. That's just my question on that one. And thank you for allowing us to have the tile sites. I chose the Dragon Warrior colors today. Alright, let's crank these things out. I love the classic 9-item stack system. Okay. Here's a question. When it comes to the default system, was the demo the same as in like when I beat chapter 1 and I choose to play the randomizer, are my equipment levels going to be in that as well? Because I know the demo did that. When I started the randomizer, I was like, oh, I still have my equipment levels. Which, I mean, was not going to lie, that did help, because they were stomping my face hard. Alright, I think that's all I can do here. I think I am ready to go Slap that dude. We'll pimp him. Alright. That was a bug in the demo, but randomizer is much more polished and easier to get into. Okay. Well, here's my suggestion with that though. Then make that an option. So that way you got people when they go to do the randomizer, if they want a little bit of an edge, or if they just want to go at it raw. Dragon Quest in the nearby cave. Retrieve it and harm me, Oh, okay. I am forced to go get that. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't even do that last time. I got that before even running across that dude. Also, when it comes to the chaotic system of random gen, do you plan on keeping it completely chaotic, or do you plan on having more uniform, like how this is, how you get your pathing, how you got your, I guess you'd say, forest maze is what this would be considered as? Or are you just going to leave it pure chaotic? I think having both, personally, once again, just like that, a choice where it's like, I want complete chaos, or I want order. And then order would, like this area, it would just randomize the kind of design here. Where it puts it in the world, that's a whole nother story. Exactly, yes. Awesome, good. That is good to know. Because there's going to be one of those people, I played Dragon Warrior so many times. I actually, as hard as I ever played in that, I didn't switch off the bamboo stick to fight with until, what was it? I can't remember the place's name. You have to go through the tunnel where you save the princess, which I passed that, and into the next area. There's the castle that's surrounded, or the town that's surrounded by water. I went to there without purchasing other than the damn bamboo stick to get the broadsword, the armor, the whole 9 yards. I played it to where I maxed my level before fighting the Dragon Lord. I've done it at level 18. It was crazy. That's where I messed up right there. I forgot that one. Hey, back here. I had to cut you in half. Yeah, no, it's really good to hear that that's in your playing system. Now, other than, of course, the stats when you level up, okay, how random is the stat leveling? Is it set to a certain level, or is it more based off of the stats you chose at the beginning? Because I understand that would be kind of the need for it, but like, say, you pick the strength one and it adds an extra 4 strength or a percentage or whatever. I like all of it, and like I said, it feels comfortable. It's cozy. It's good. It don't feel OP or whatever. Dragon Warrior, you did your grinding as long as you were smart and not stupid. You cruised along just fine. That's how this feels. And oh yeah, right. Thank you for actually making it where there's kind of mildly a monk build. I love monks in games. I like my fisticuffs. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. What the hell did I ask? Well, I'm going the wrong way again. Gotta go after the boss dude. The stats. That's what it was. The stats on level up. I'm sorry about that. Are they based off purely the things that you choose at the beginning, or is it also randomized with the stats at the beginning? Because I know Dragon Warrior, you would start, sometimes you had 10 hit points, sometimes you had 14. The highest one I ever had was 16. and your strength and defense were also kind of random at the beginning. But your leveling, when you leveled, you might hit level 1 or level 2, 14 different playthroughs. You might get 1 hit point, you might get 3, you might get 4, you might be lucky and get 8. Is it that kind of random? Trying to ask for how, I guess you'd say, close to the original feel it is when it comes to the craziness. Alright. Proficiencies only give bonuses. They don't guide growth. Flat bonus at level 1 and then a % bonus overall. Great. That is good to know. And that should help a lot of people choose how they want to play. Only +1. Last time I came here, you got a +3. Of course, that was in the randomizer. And then, of course, in the randomizer, I also had the Void Orb. And the Void Orb weakens some kind of enemies. I'm sleeping. Wakey, wakey. Alright, first boss dude, down. Oh, hooray. Here was one suggestion, right here. Instead of having to go into your inventory and remember, make it where you can hit Y here, and it would refresh over on the right-hand side, letting me know what that's going to give, or if it just displays itself, period. Might be a good idea. Because, I mean, when you go to buy it, looking at the things and be like, oh, okay, yeah. But when you unlock it, giving a at least brief description on the right or underneath it would be nice. Dragon's Form. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, we didn't get that in the demo. That's where it congratulated you for playing the demo. And it says, hey, randomizer unlocked. And depending on how successful this one is for you, which I absolutely hope it is, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I wouldn't mind you taking a spin on a Dragon Warrior 2 version as well. I think that would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I didn't go down to this cave. That's what I didn't do. It's a simple item. Supposed to do that and talk to the king. He's like, oh yeah, do this and come back to me. There is actually a path in this game. Yeah, let's use that torch. Don't remember. Go classic Dragon Warrior. First dungeony, I can't see shit. Which is fun. I ended up knowing Dragon Warrior so well that I knew when to turn, when not to turn, all that stuff. I could find where I needed to go without a torch. Alright, there's that. Yeah. We will scroll past that because... Oh yeah, I can't. About to. If you guys want to know story bits, I highly recommend giving the game a try yourself, even if it's just a demo. It is certainly worth it. You know, as you can see, I'm not a big streamer or whatever, but I still showcase what I can, as well as after the fact, especially something as special as this, I make sure I post this to YouTube after the fact. I want to try to help get you exposure. I love indie games, especially when indie devs either throw out something really unique or a severe unique spin like this on a classic. It just brings back all the nostalgia that you can have in something like this. Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping some of the other big streamers will catch this, especially if they played some of these other classics. I just thought it was really cool that I'm doing my retro series on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday right now, and I ran across this in Twitter. And I was like, oh my god, that's like perfect. So, I mean, eventually my retro part will end, but when this is full 1.0, I'll probably do a full playthrough of it. bang. Bro, get out of there. And thank you for making the shove function back in this. Yes, absolutely. That shove function is a lifesaver. Get out of my way! Shoot! Come on, move! Alright, so how does one... Alright. Clearly, I want to see if there's that side passage. Alright. No, that one connects back there. Okay, it connects to that thing. I wasn't sure if you... through the homage to the original castle, Dragon Warrior, where you had to scoot around the outside. I do like the fact that you did here, the tunnel system nearby the first castle, which, I mean, it was a little bit further than that in the original, but it was still close, and it was in a swamp. And, of course, the Dragon's Lord's castle was close by. So, I think that's a cool homage throwback that you got there. Alright, now, I honestly don't know where I'm going. Yeah, magic keys. You can find them in Serindal, east of the castle, Wormboard Pass. Okay, so I gotta go to the east, go through the ouchie swamp. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah. I love the fact, too, it sounds like the original thing, too, there. Yeah, there's your goal. Now, good luck getting to it. I love that feel. Uh-oh. These guys. Oh. In the demo, my first encounter with one of those was one of the magic versions. So, to be straight, yeah, no, I got wasted. Woo-wee. One thing I do like a lot, I think it's really cool that you threw that in there, is it's got that Dark Souls or Minecraft or whatever. I died. Okay. Well, hey, guess what? You dropped something. You can go over there and get some of it back. I love that. That is much appreciated. So, standard issue Dragon Warrior or many of the other things, you die, you lose half your money, right? This one, you drop a chest and get back to the chest, and you can get about 25% of that back. That's kind of epic. So it doesn't make death a, oh my god, I can't believe it happened, I was so close, kind of thing. You can get a little bit of your stuff back, so yeah. This is the first time I've found one of these. Heartless Knight. Well, there's a big hole in his chest, so that ain't a surprise. So, can you tell me anything that you plan on specifically future-wise, say, for classes that you have no problem revealing? I know you said you have more classes in the future. Did you plan on having in it? Thanks for a bunch of feedback from the demo. A lot of players were finding death too punishing, and that was a good way to alleviate. Yes, yeah. And it's actually a nice, unique little spin on something like that. Okay, so north seems to be the way. Yay. But anything that you're willing to share for the future that you don't consider a spoiler or something you'd be like, no, I want that to be a surprise, I'd be more than happy to hear it. Hey, look at all that money. I had that all that money before. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I threw out my things. I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a priest build. That's the common thing. Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, whatever. Had your priesty dude that had spears, and you think classic other RPGs, you're going to have your bow and arrow person. So you got your ranger or ranged, however which way you wish to designate it. Wait, what? I saw a door. But it will be interesting to see some of the other ones. I know in the long run, was it Dragon Quest 3 or 4? That's when they really threw in the job system or vocations, and that was, wow, that was a fun different thing. Just like Ultima, I think it was the second game, doing a whole bunch. First one was that way to begin with, but the second one added so many. Uh-oh. Let's go risky. Yay! I love the fact that we go red when we're hurting. Alright, let's go ahead and... Yay! There's something else I was wanting to ask, and I completely forgot. Got most of the things that I wanted to ask you, and I love the responses, by the way. Yes. Should be able to restart the game and update to 1. Oh, you've already pushed it. Oh, fantastic. That is awesome. Okay, that's how you get to that. Got it. Okay, well, let me mosey my butt to a town-like thing. Die. Yay! I'm going to an area I don't know anything about. Because the demo doesn't allow you to come up here. So this is nice. Brand new. That's what I was going to ask. The demo had a level cap. What is your designs for default level cap in the game? 20, 30? I know Dragon Warrior Original was 30, and whoo, after a while that grind was a pain. But, you know, that was part of it if you just wanted to absolutely destroy the Dragon Lord. Let's go ahead and pop another heal. I would think 10 or 20, depending on what chapter, would be, you know, good, as in 10 above where I'm at. So I'd say 20, 30 for chapter 1, maybe 40 for chapter 2, depending on what you're deciding in the design. Because I haven't played a chapter 2 yet. 25 currently for those when we get overpowered. Okay, very awesome. Oh, yay. My favorite ability right there. That was one of the questions. I was wondering if you, hell yeah, planned on having any of the search spots like Dragon Warrior had. Like, okay, going over here and you can search here and you might find something hidden. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything excessive or store-wise, just, hey, you got lucky. Oh yeah, these guys can slap. Okay, so it shows the smite for a different value on its own. Okay, it's the first time I actually paid attention to that. I just know it did it. Yay! New place! First, let's kiss this thing. Oh, fantastic. That is cool. Cheers to that. Okay, so we want to save and quit the desktop. Boop. And you said the update is ready. It's still running? Oh, that's no. Well, it says up to date, so maybe it's not ready. Steam is not doing its thing yet. I don't know. It's that or Ninja did it. Well, hell. And Ninja did that. I didn't even see that. So we'll pull that back up. But that's what it was. Here. In your options, as you see, I have a chat overlay on my left side. But because of the full screen, it doesn't show there. I have that issue with a Vintage Story as well. I have to have windowed because they also do not have full screen windowed. So if you could add a full screen windowed option, that would be delightful. That will help other streamers in particular. I know, thankfully, this is one of those games
You don't have to worry about motion blur.
This one, I don't know what CRT mode is. I mean, that's good classic night. Wait. Whoa. I missed that. There's a sprint. Oh, my lord. I missed sprint. But yeah, CRT mode. Don't know what that is. If you wouldn't mind, I would love an explanation of that. Awesome, thank you very much. The CRT mode, right here. Finish off my food here. It adds some scan lines and CRT style screen warp. Subtle effect. Okay. Oh, boop. We hitting that. Continue, please. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I remember that look on my screen. Well, the light setting feels great. I know the Sega Genesis thing, which stupidly is not on Steam anymore. Having the scan lines is part of the thing, and it ends up looking on the right, the four corners of the screen. It ends that little fold back spot as if you were on one of them flat screen or the old original, tube screens. Look at this. My first time seeing other weapons. Visible blade. I'm guessing that's a dex weapon. Oh, an undead thing. Okay, dexterity. Okay. Guardian plate. Mission healing. Okay, that's nice. Protector's oath. But you can no longer critically. That's not a bad thing. That is awesome. Okay. Where's my money? Okay. So, this would be my goal. What is this one? Woo! That's a lot of extra MP. Love that. Thank you for throwing that in there. I don't think there was a single Dragon Warrior game that did that, or you would get MP back. They still had the armors or whatever that might give you one or, one hit point every 4 steps to every 1 step. Yeah, no, I love this. The fact that you got all these different build types. Alright, let me... Okay, there's a bro in it. Wow. What rubbish? Never seen one. No, that's good. I haven't either. Bro's toting an axe. Sup? Axe man. Oh, really? Who'da thunk? Well, loot. I'm gonna go in there eventually. Okay. So... Wait, what? Training? You can pay for experience? I gotta do one. Just because I was right there. Very cool. Oh, it even leveled my gear. Oh man, hey, that's cool. That is cool. And is it costs go up? All right. That one, I would think might be smart to add a price increase dependent on level. I mean, doesn't have to be exceptional, but enough. So that way, if you played the original Dungeons and Dragons tabletop, first edition and second edition, it was like level 1 through 10. You actually, every time you gained enough experience, you did not level up. You had the experience. Now, the next time you were at Civilization, you had to find somebody who was that level or higher to train you. So you would have to pay them to train. By the training being done, then you level. Oh yeah. Snatch. I will eat them all up. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Where'd my music go? Did I push a button? I might have. Fort leaf. It sends you home. Okay. Blazing torch is the four tile. Okay. Holy water, basically. Did I do something funny? Nope. It's just how the music here works. Okay. Alright. So, be honest, man, I want it all. I really do. I'm a loot whore. But since I got my paladin build, that's the one I'm going to be going for. See, to me, whoa, hi. Oh. Time to run like a little, oh god. Might be. That dude was about to slap me to the next world. But yeah, right there just screamed like it should have had an item. It's like, why would that path be there other than to hide something? So, I don't know. I'll have to check. Eventually. Not right now. I need monies. And I need levels now, because this area pimps. Let's see, okay, from the farm. God, you little turd. All my stuff is maxed out. Just like that little bridge to nowhere. It just screams that there's going to be trying to do something there. Uh-oh. Micro cave. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling that this dude would just absolutely wreck me. So I need to... Yeah, I just need to heal out of here. Ooh. I think I just found my doom. Might have my first death going on here. Risky! Oh my god! See, if he would have taken me out, there'd have been a chest right here. Ah, that's something I was going to ask. There was, in the demo, I think that was probably a bug. I ended up having teleport twice in my spell list. Is that a bug? Any more questions? Well, there's that one. Do you plan on having a teleport to specific town that you've located system? Maybe. That would probably be one to ask for comforts. Yeah, I think I think it was in the randomizer that bug occurred. I ended up getting teleport twice. I was like, what? But yeah, knowing whether or not we'll have a teleport to town thing would be great. Okay. Well, yeah, no. If you want to go traditional Dragon Warrior, you would only warp to your original home, which made sense. But okay, well, thank you very much for stopping by, Richard. I really appreciate that. I love the fact that you're making this, and I look forward to the future updates. Cheers. All right. Oof. I wonder what level I'll get my next heal. Aha! I wonder when I was going to run across one of y'all. All right. Do we want to move to the other weapon? I mean, the attack is a good bit more, but it is dex based. Because that would be nice. Not to mention if I run across undead. Hey. The Hollow Knight, I think that might be an undead. So that probably wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay. Goal 1 acquired. Get that stabby. I'll probably play this up until 2 o'clock. I will probably play on the side, but I will save this specific file to play on stream. See, we got this Monday. I will probably come back on Wednesday and do an extra little stream during the day and continue with this. Because I wouldn't mind showing off at least the full first chapter. If you guys are interested in the game, I highly suggest and recommend that you try it out yourself. He's asking a good price for it. It feels comfortable. The game feels comfortable. And, hey, it's worth it. It really is, especially if you're old as me and you started with some of the classics like Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy. This is definitely the way to go. But, like I said, I'll only do Chapter 1 on stream up until the full release, just for the fact this way you can go experience the game for yourself and what it has to offer right now. Now, that being said, that's Chapter 1. Doesn't mean I won't go back and do the randomizer of Chapter 1, because, yeah, that part is cool as hell. All right. We actually got some really good answers today from Richard, too. That was awesome. So, we actually got a lot of information, and we gave him some info when it comes to either bug or suggestions. So that's wonderful. Indie devs are usually the best when it comes to that stuff. Your AAA game studios don't listen very often to those who play their games. But indie devs excel at listening, but like, okay, yeah, there's this. All right, let me fix this bug. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. That's one of the reasons I was absolutely ecstatic that 7 Days to Die took that long to be full release? Because they were more focused on, I'm not going to fully release a damn game filled with bugs. Unlike most of your triple A's these days. Oh, hey, let's go get our stabby. Stabby, 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 stabby. Give me that. Yep. Nope. We're good right now. Gadoosh. And it was 8 damage, and now it's 20. The difference being, this had, oops, the vigor, which gave me extra hit points. This would added strength, which took away dexterity. That doubles its base attack, and then that if I didn't do a shield, but I'm doing a shield because, like I said, I'm paladin built. Like I said, some point in time I will do a dex strength build too. Maybe I'll do that in the randomizer. That way I'm set either way when I'm doing, you know, equipment. Alright. Go ahead and heal up. Okay. Do 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 do. I know I want to go check over there on the other side of that, but I don't want to do it without some improved armor first. Which, that's a full 2K, isn't it? And I need... About to get a level... Oh, of course. It's not a strength up. Ward spell. Okay. So I can tell people to leave me alone somewhat in the smaller areas. Ward or holy word, holy water, all that stuff is kind of based off of your strength if it's like the original types. It's going to do you absolutely zero good if you walk into a higher level area than you. Because all the enemies are like, huh, that's some nice perfume you're wearing. Still going to eat you. That's just seasoning. But if it's your level or less, it reduces encounter chance. And if it's like significantly weak, you might get an encounter every 100 steps. Yet there are times, if it's going with RNG, which is, random numbers, even with that, there's times that you might take 3 steps several different times, and warded or not, you still end up with an encounter. So, time will tell when we're playing. Alright. Oh yeah, that knight was over there who kicked my face some. I don't think they're undead, I just think they're knights. So let's not press my luck. So, when it says surging with power, I wonder if that has something to do with some special thing I need to read next time I run across that. If it's every time I run across one, yeah. Because I know the Void Orb in the randomizer affected them. It weakened them. Alright. About time to stop at the end. Hoping next level I get the next heal spell, to be honest. The attack spell would be nice, but the heal spell would be better. Okay. What was Swift Blade? No. Dexterity increases attack damage. Okay. So there's that. Oh, sounds like my chat disconnected and reconnected again. Let me check, see if that's what it was. Yeah. We close that. And then reopen. Okay. No, hey, yo, bro. Come here. Alright, great. Menu. It might be time to, relog. Alright. Somebody wouldn't mind hitting a little something or other in chat, that would be awesome. Actually, I can do that myself. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Okay, that works too. Yep. Nope, it come up, so it's connected. Alright, great. Thank you very much. It's gonna be a little while before I gain a level. But I'm also gaining the same amount of experience as I'm needing in money. And there it went batshit again. I wonder if they're having a problem. Web servers error, options canceled, closed, then connected. It might be them. I don't know what's going on there. It could be something as simple as them. It could be a Twitch thing. I don't know what's going on. That's actually been happening a bit lately. It could be an internet thing. Which soon, my system will be in the room in the back. My system will also be closer to the router. I'm still going to be hardwired, but it's less lengthy of a cord. The farther you go, the slower you're going to be. So, one of those things. I mean, hardline is still solid, but yeah. Eventually, I wouldn't mind having a central router, as in literally it's at the heart of the house, and then have it Wi-Fi to the extreme everywhere. And then, of course, you have your plug-in point where you line the systems that you want hardlined. Killed himself. Haha. Alright. Last one. So, about 30 hit points. I'm gonna go in there and see how much this inn costs. Because I didn't pay attention when I came up here earlier. I just went into the inn and spent the money. It's probably, let's see, first one was what, 6 or 8, second one was like twice that. I could see 3 times 16 or so, so we're talking 50, 60, maybe. Could be 100, I don't know. I don't think it's 100. Hell, it could only be 32, we'll see. And yes, no, I'm fighting within the circle for a reason. When it comes to spawn areas. Having played with old games, and I mean, they were considered games, they actually had it on PlayStation, and I played it with them on computer, RPG makers. That town tile is nothing more than a teleport. This is a teleport that loads you onto a new map. This is a teleport that sends you back. That kind of thing. Well, you design zones, and that's where the monsters are. And you designate these monsters can show up in these zones. Usually, mind you, could be very different here. Right by the town is still the safest. And anything beyond that can get you crunched. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep and see what we're talking about. This time we're going to pay attention. 65. See? No, I was thinking 50, 60. Sounded about right for this area. Especially as long as it's going to take me to spend all that 87 mana to heal myself. Alright, let's peep a little. Let's play a little Risk. Do-do-do-do. Alright. I think I need 2,000 for the armor piece. Then we will see about going back to the first castle and getting the chests behind the door. Maybe talk to the guy that's by those damage tiles. I'm pretty sure those are damage tiles. Die. Oh, this is an elite. Shit. Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Holy shit. The chances of that. Look at that. His last strike left me at 1 hit points, but the shield's retaliatory damage killed him. Oh my god. Whew. The butthole puckering. Alright, what talent did we get? This is, alright. Seeing that one. Combat taken from any sources reduced by 2. Okay. This would be good right now. We're not looking heavy leveling, we're wanting more money. So the fact that we can swap that stuff out is nice. We do want to look at our prices though. Looking at them raw would be nice. Alright, so already played, yes, 2,000. Alright, that's our goal, 2,000 bucks. We're not far off. And like I said, then we'll go home. We'll go to the other place and see what those treasures, and that's where we'll probably end the stream. Die, silly dragon thing. I swear this thing's hitting a lot weaker than the other one, but this weapon will be good to switch to if I run across. Ouch. Well, Dex leveled up, so a lot at that. It is now 55. It's higher than my strength by 5 points. Greater heal. Thank you, oh my lord. 8? Oh yeah. Worth. But I'm wanting to level this up even though its damage is higher. Or, you know, and all that stuff. I want to go ahead and go back to the other one. But considering it just gave me a crap ton of dex, I don't know the effectiveness of that. Because of crit-based weapons. Crunch. When they crit. Yeah. Because that made a huge jump. Next level should crank up that weapon again. And then we'll see the difference between it and the Claymore. Alright, here's the hamstring. And that was what again? knocks their defense down by 10% and increases your evasion by 10%. By landing an attack. Is that only once? Does it stack? Does it only stack 2 times, 3 times? Guess we're gonna have to science it. Plus, I'm still not at 2,000. Alright, let's find out. Well. Or is it every turn it affects? Like, the defense down and the dodge only affects a turn. That would make sense. The defense down, I would think, would be permanent, for sure. We can take another hit or two. Let's go down here. See what we got down here. Since I got the greater heal now. Ooh! Holy shit! Well. Who just got slapped? I don't know. This guy? And there goes half my money. On the hotline. Money. 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 Terrible money. I mean, a little, like, $200 was in there. Okay. La da 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 da. Since we're here, we're going to do this. I'm still going to get back my treasure. What do you want? Thank you. That's smart. Just like the original one. Alright, now here's where the pain comes. Yep, 10 per. Please release me from these shackles. My mind is ailing every day. I swear I see a cloaked figure walking on water, but then they suddenly vanish. Hallucination, I suppose? And I remain shackled. Well, ain't that some sneaky shit? The sunstone isn't here. Me, powerful artifact, great risk, plus need to be recharged in here. It's somewhere it could soak up some sunlight. Coordinates! Cheers! 23 and -4. But I suppose you need the compass to make any sense of that. Alright! That is awesome. Oh, yep, nope, it hurts you just the same like in the past. Click. Hey, no, buy that key. Alright, well, I spent most of the money I earned in that hole. And now I have to go back and get my money. Well, some of it. But, like I said, I'm leveling to get that armor first. Or grinding, whatever. I want my money back. And by the time I get to it, it'll probably be enough in combination of it and what I've reacquired to get my armor, actually. But the question is, at that point, do we dare go back into that cave and poke the dragon? Considering that one mage just cast the weakest attack spell and annihilated me, I don't know. I mean, annihilate. I do like that though, man. The original Dragon Warrior hurt and hurt more. Yeah, those spells, they had set damage. Same for the heal spells. They had set numbers they would fire. There's alterations in this, so things can affect it, which is wonderful. Alright. Now the risque part. Getting my ass down there to that box without dying. Ready? Okay. Most of it back. I'm almost where I was. I think I was at 190 something, so. Not too bad of a setback.
Die.
You know, I think I'll just go ahead and stick with the weapon I've got instead of switching back to the Claymore to see about the difference. I know it has the damage difference and whatnot, but the hamstring and all that stuff, I think in the long run will probably be useful, especially giving you the dodge chance. And since dex weapons also have a higher chance to crit, so, yeah. That is something, though. I forgot about that. That armor negates my ability to crit in the long run. But at a cost. It gives me something. Increased strength and defense by 10%, but you can no longer critical strike. Yeah. That'll be sort of nice, I guess. But that one right there. Let's get it. But look at that. 24 defense. This thing is 8. Boom. Alright. Sweet. That being said, appreciate everybody who stopped by today. That was a really nice showcase of this, and I hope other people out there give this game a look and purchase it. Help support this dev. It was really nice and interactive, answered a lot of questions, and I'm really looking forward to the updates in the future. So until next time, guys, which is this evening, take care and see you around.
Land of barren, land of eagle, land that gave us birth and blessing, land that called us ever homeward. We will go home across a mountain. We will go home, we will go home, we will go home across the mountains. We will go home, we will go home, we will go home across the mountains. Land of freedom, land of heroes, land that gave us hope and memories. Hear our singing, hear our longing. We will go home across the mountain. We will go home, we will go home, we will go home across the mountain. We will go home, we will go home, we will go home across the mountains. Land of sun, land of moonlight, land that gave us joy and sorrow, land that gave us love and laughter. We will go home across the mountains. We will go home, we will go home, we will will go across the mountains. When the land is there before us, we will go home across the mountains. We will go home, we will go home, we will go home across